Tighten up. Tighten up. Check that. Check 31. Check. Kill, 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 kill.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Here we go. New Mike 52. Mike 52. In your face. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, what's up?
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Go. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. I can't believe this.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Jackson back into his end zone. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. He's got a first down past the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 39-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. It's a give to the right, Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Yeah.
Jackson now. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He uncorks it for Snead. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 39-yard line.
Set, hut. 15 on it. 15 on it. Watch the control. Quickly. Check your hot read. Jam it. Jam it. Jam. No. Shift. Hey, alert 3. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Bengal 1st down on a 16-yard pickup there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 27, Jackson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. For Lamar Jackson, his first NFL start came against the Cincinnati Bengals November 18th in Baltimore of last year. And he threw for 150 yards, ran for 119 more as the Ravens won 24-21 to kick off what became a 6-1 final stretch that got him the AFC North title. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Jackson. Caught Eifert over the middle. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Showing up. Showing up. Check 26. Check 26. Check 12.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And Jackson throwing once more. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Bullock's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he's got Snead. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the double. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Let's go, T. Max box.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Yeah.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
5-2 is the Mike. 5-2, Mike 5-2. Better bring it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now 2nd and 7.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Switch.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Going deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Good job.
John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Sponge. No. Check 50. He's checking.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson going to throw again. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 4 down. Hurry.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 3rd and long. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
0 fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Mike, 49. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Jackson on 1st down. And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Running right. This is Ingram. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Pass from Jackson, complete to Ingram. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Baby! Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bengals' 6-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it! 52's the mic, boy. 52. Who that? Who that?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebackers, Zach Brown. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies
Go, go. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Yeah.
Go, go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here we go. Set. Pittsburgh. Slow it over. Yeah, Jerry. Mike, 48. Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Now it's Jackson. He finds his running back, Mixon. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Mike 48. Mike 48. I'm scared. Go. Hey, Mike 48.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And able to find Green. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Switch up, switch up. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna Mike the 48 right now. Let's take off.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man is Ross, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Finding Green complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But it'll be second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Check 99. Check 3. Check 37. Check 37. Slam. Check.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now it's Jackson, and that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one back. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. 66. Pull it.
Mixon with a first down carry.
Whip. Watch the whip.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on recovery.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.